Hello everyone and welcome back to this video. So this video is going to be part 2 of complete web design course where I design a complete website from the scratch, and this is the part 2. So before we start our video, let's have a recap. So on our part 1 we created this mood board that you are watching at the screen, and to be honest I just make some changes on my workflow. So now I use Framer only from recently, of course, from when they added the design page on Framer. For that I've created a Framer page. I'm gonna name this Nova agency and hit enter on my keyboard. So you can see this, and let's back to our mood board and copy all of them because I want to take all of them on my Framer design page. So I'm going to the Framer and click over this plus icon that you can see over here. So just click here and name this design page mood board, and then here's the problem. So okay, never mind, we can fix this, of course, so easily we can fix this problem. For that we need a plugin called this plugin is called Figma to HTML with Framer. So I'm gonna run this plugin and click over here. They are telling me to select a layer before we start this, so I just select this whole section, or perhaps okay, let me create a frame around them and like take them out of this section and delete it. Select them all and right click, and here is the frame selection. So just making a frame around them, and then we can run this plugin. So you can see guys, it's processing now. Click on copy clipboard, and then you can see over here copied 15 layer, like, and then over here I'll right click on my mouse and hit paste, or you can use Ctrl V on your PC or Command B on your Mac. It's depending on your OS, the keyboard what determines. So you can see guys, it's completely over here, it's it's nicely done. And so we head back to the pages. Okay, so let's start this video. So in this video we'll create a style guide. So for style guide, what we are going to create for this video, we will create two different things. Like, we'll set up our color palette and then our typography. So for this, here you can see those tabs, one for pages, one for layers. Here we can maintain our layers. We will deep dive into this when designing this website. You can zoom in or zoom out pressing Ctrl or Command and scrolling your mouse like this, or you can use your hand tool for hold your space bar on your keyboard and then left click and drag, and you can see over here. For rulers, you can click Ctrl Shift R to make them appear and Ctrl Shift R to make them disappear. For Mac, it's Command Shift R. Yep, because I'm using Windows OS, so I'm talking about Windows OS. So okay, now we will go to the asset panel. Okay, for the shortcut of asset panel, you can hold Alt on your Windows, and for Mac it should be Option, I guess, and then 3 on your keyboard. So here you can see a lot of things like templates, components, styles, vectors, and code. So we will deep dive into them later, but now I'll give you a brief about those things. Like here you can search your component or template or style guide or vector or code. You can search over here. And then templates. So what does template basically do? It, like the name says, it's templates. So those we will set a component or a particular things, like we want to use them for all pages. Like it could be navigation bar, it could be footer, it could be final call to action, something like that. Components, as the name suggests, components, reusable components over here. Styles, for this video we're working on styles. Vectors, it's a complete different chapter, because if I were to explain all this, we will need a separate video. And yeah, tell me if you like me to explain all of this, then you can comment down below that you want all of this, and I'll make sure you will get the video. So let's head to our style, clicking over this plus icon that says add style, like you can see over here, and then click over here, left click, like you can see over here a lot of option pops up, like text has a lot of options, paragraphs, heading 1, heading 2, heading 3, heading 4, heading 5, heading 6, and a new folder. What does a new folder do? It's basically make a new folder for your text properties. Like you want to create a new folder for your heading. You want your heading to be part of a folder that called heading. You want your body text part of a new folder called body text, something like that. Links, again we will discuss it later. And block code, color, and CMS. So for this video we are working with text and colors. So before we start color, then I guess we'll start color first. So I'll hover my mouse over this color, and then this pops up, this little pop-up pops up, and then I'll create new style. Click over here, and this is the window. For my first color, I'll use, here is the hex code I'm gonna enter. So it's 0D0D0D, and I'm gonna name this primary background, or so perhaps make it shorter, BGP, primary, and hit enter on my keyboard. And then head to the color, head to this three dot icon and click over here. You can see next this pops up new style, then click on new styles, and then our secondary BG secondary. Hit enter. Oh, by the way, I didn't put any code here, I mean hex code here. For our secondary background color, it will be I guess 1A, 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 and then hit enter. So for our primary background color, we will use for the primary background, like click on this frame and click this fill over here, and then BG primary. Oh, by the way, all of those colors will set our preset colors. We can see over here all of those color preset, and we will discuss it about later, and you can explore more about this on the next videos or next couple of next videos. And then we will add, oh, by the way, if we hover over any color preset and we can see this three dot line, we can click over here, or perhaps we can right click on the color preset and set to duplicate. So what basically duplicate does, it duplicates this color, and then we have to put an hex code. So this one should be our accent 4F46, sorry, 4F46 E5, and hit enter. For renaming this, just right click it again and hit rename, then give it a name. I'll give this accent, and then I'll duplicate this again and go for it. It would be our hover state of the accent color, so it would be 6366 F1. hit enter. It's a little lighter than this accent, you can see, and then I'll rename this accent hover. And then our text primary color, primary text, then just add this directly, pure white text. I'm making the names shorter because and more understandable, like P for primary, BG for background, secondary, or like this. Add another secondary text, so text secondary. For this, let's say A1, A1, A, enter, and then okay. By the way, basically we use two text, but I like to use three text colors. One for, one will be a little muted for levels. Then add another text. I just put LA over there, and it will be 71717A, and then create. We need two more colors, and here we go. One for strokes or borders, so I'll name this stroke, STROCK, stroke, and the color code will be 27272A. Hit enter on my keyboard and then create. And I guess we should add another for surface highlight. I mean, what does this surface highlight mean? Surface highlight means this. You can see the secondary BG, its hover state will be surface highlights. If someone hover over a secondary BG, like I'm gonna use this for different elements like cards or something like that, cards, pop-ups, etc., then if someone hover over them, then this color will show up. So I'll name this BG. Sorry, secondary hover, and then name it, the color code will be 2E 2E 2E, and hit enter on my keyboard and then create. So guys, we have all of our color presets, and it's time for the text presets to be made. For this particular website, we will make 5 heading presets, 2 body presets, and 1 label presets. Like all of you are aware about this, we basically have 6 headings on web design. So I'll make this. Okay, so I'm clicking over this plus icon over here like before, and then instead of color, this time we will choose text. And you can see over here there are already some presets, but I'll use my own preset. So just taking them H1. What I basically do, I basically like to add all headings, body, and other presets